But the Nifty 50 index has snapped its 5-day losing streak, and it would have been a much better day had it not been for the banks bearing down on the indices. Hello and welcome. Shraddha and I are here to give you a wrap of all the market action today. Shraddha, on the whole, it's been a relatively less eventful day, at least as far as the benchmark indices go.
Yes, Akam. So if you really look at the Nifty index chart, while it did see quite a few fluctuations during the day, it continued to trade in the positive or green zone throughout the trading session, and it traded within a narrow 40-odd point range. Strong data from Japan today, US yesterday, and some recovery in crude oil prices lifted sentiment. But when it comes to the options data, it's the 9,000 to 9,300 range that we're looking at.
Absolutely. We're looking at more consolidation. I'm going to start off with our surf sub guest, Gaurav Bisa. He said that there could be a little more range bound move, and at least with respect to the next couple of sessions, despite the fact that we are moving into expiry. It's going to be another important expiry, especially given we are also running into results season. So a lot of rollovers will depend on the kind of numbers that we are expecting, the kind of earnings that we are expecting from a lot of these Nifty companies. On the whole, with respect to what's happening in the options market today, we have seen more writing with respect to the 9,100 put, as you can see here, which is spike here. On the other hand, unwinding in the 9,100 call, considering the fact that the Nifty has moved back above that mark. Coming back to maximum open interest, while that remains with the 9,100 put and the 9,200 call, we are looking at a broadly 300-point range within which we can expect the Nifty to move, at least in the near term. So on the whole, we're looking at stability, the possibility of some more consolidation, at least going into the next few sessions.
Alright, when it comes to the Nifty movers, we have the likes of Grasim Industries, Bank of Baroda, Indiabulls Housing Finance and Zee Entertainment, which were doing well. Grasim seeing a strong surge of 6% today. That apart, you also had media and realty stocks which are doing well in the broader markets. Talking about the losers on the Nifty index, Yes Bank tops that worst performer list. It came out with its Q4 earnings numbers yesterday. Aftermarket asset quality deteriorated. Gross NPAs jumped from 0.85% to 1.5%. Provisions rose 2.5% sequentially, and that was on account of RBI's directive to provide for one specific account which had an exposure of about 911 crores. ICICI Bank and Axis Bank, both having corporate heavy books, seem to have taken some cues from the Yes Bank earnings, both giving up nearly 2.5%. Yes Bank, of course, when it comes to brokerages, they sounded more cautious on the bank owing to the deteriorating asset quality, but most of them have retained their price targets on the stock. UBS is the most bearish of the lot with a target price of 800, nearly 50% downside from the current levels. But that apart, aviation stocks were also doing well, yes.
Yeah, so we had the DGCA release their domestic passenger traffic data today. Right. The report showed an 18.6% increase in domestic air traffic. That, along with crude oil prices falling nearly 5% in the past 3 days, right, has resulted in the aviation stocks reacting positively. We had SpiceJet increasing by as much as 10%, whereas both Indigo and Jet Airways increased 6.5% each.
Right. Thanks a lot for that, Yash. And that, by the way, is our newest member in the research team. Yash, once again, thanks. Well, on the whole, when it comes to the broader market too, if you leave out the aviation stocks, we have seen a surge with about 2 gainers as against just 1 loser. With respect to the gainers, we have seen a surge in Kitex Garments up as much as 19.5%, followed by Bhushan Steel also gaining 11.7%. Radico Khaitan, Chambal Fertilizers, JK Tyre as well as Soba all gaining well over 8.5 to 11%. With respect to losers, we have seen some weakness in IRB Infrastructure, declining by as much as 5.4%. We have seen Container Corp down as much as 2.9%, Ipca Laboratories, Chennai Petroleum as well as Natco Pharma also declining anywhere between 2.5 to 3%. So on the whole, once again, it's been a positive day when it comes to the broader markets and the kind of advanced decline ratio that we've seen. Of course, tomorrow is going to be another important day. You are going to be looking at HDFC Bank's earnings, and we'll also have ACC. But that is all that we have for today with respect to what's happened today. Stay tuned on the Bloomberg Quint, and we will see you tomorrow.